And in making a comment, like I got like the people got mad. They got really, really mad. Trying to find it. Let me see. Maybe it's earlier. Hold on. Looking for it. Oh, okay, there I am. Okay, so these guys are just
write me a script. I have an editor. I will give you half the royalties, man. If that's what if you're really that bored. But anyways, who is the heretic? That would be Adrian Sips with Sarah, but not really. They did a fun video where they played trivia, and whoever lost was deemed a heretic. So
I had already written my comment in response to this, which you'll see, and well, you'll see what happens.
Bro really said he
boy, what is this? True Orthodox News and Apologetics, NFTU? Whoa. You want to come up here and back that up, or what? Let's go.
So I came up.
On.
Okay.
A true Orthodox, the one who like say that like Saint Augustine was like the first Western heretic, and like reject the mainstream Eastern Orthodox churches.
Well, I mean, from my perspective and my experience, every Eastern Orthodox that I've, dialogued with think Saint Augustine was the first, and then following him in the West, they're all heretics. Because they're just Latin.
Well, I mean,
so this is a common Roman Catholic misconception that Orthodox believe that effectively the church in the West ended in the 4th century, which we don't. This over the whole ridiculous anti-Augustinianism of Romanitas that we see among a lot of the bros.
There are some who are like more pious than others that they'll, some of the, I mean, I think it'd be pretty insane to argue that St. Augustine like didn't teach the filioque at all, and that he was like perfectly in line with more like.
Yeah, you get an eclectic range. Oh wow, okay, we have apparently this is either a deacon or a priest. Hello, greetings. Hello. Father Joseph.
I forgot to turn on my mic.
Unmute. No? Sign language? Can't see if you're doing sign language.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, crystal clear. How we doing?
God bless you. How's it going? Christ is risen. Okay, yeah. So you had. Did you want me to explain my statement, or did you have questions for me? Whatever you feel like.
Oh, I'm sorry, but your voice sounds so familiar. Where would I have heard you from?
Maybe a live stream on Sunday. I did debate. What's his name? William Albrecht like 3 times over the years. But it might have been just my weekly thing. Who knows? Gets spread around sometimes.
Okay.
I did recently talk with Elijah. Yeah, that's about it.
When you say you talked with them, I mean.
Yeah, no, we had a stream together.
Oh, really?
Like
what's your channel?
Sorry,
is your channel the?
My channel's NFTU.
Oh, okay. I'll subscribe. Yeah. Okay. Cool, man.
Cool.
Are you an ecumenical Eastern Orthodox?
Absolutely not. I think they're going to hell. Every single one of them.
Okay, I'm laughing, but I don't know if I should be laughing.
We'll figure it out over time. Here it's frozen. Maybe I froze.
I don't know. I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone all of a sudden. Are you related to Jay? Are you related to Jay Dyer?
Jay Dyer blocked me for something like 7 years. I managed to get on his Discord after debating World Orthodox in 2023, and he had me off in 20 minutes.
That didn't answer my question.
You're asking if I'm related to him. I believe the term "he hates me and wants nothing to do with me" covered it. But if not, I guess in a broader sense, we're both YouTubers. We do not. I started seriously wondering if he thought I was his cousin or something. On how we defend orthodoxy, but I would assume we can say we do. I don't speak to him. He doesn't speak to me. How deep do you want me to get with this?
No, I'm sorry. You want to talk? What do you want to talk? Ecclesiology, essence, energy? What?
No, I mean, well, you asked me to come on, or somebody in the thing did. So I was like, okay, sure. Now, if you just wanted me to explain what I meant, I just meant that obviously, we believe papists are in heresy, so that would apply to anyone you were referring to.
Okay, but what's your definition of a heresy or heretic?
Somebody who believes in a false teaching. Okay, welcome, Karen. Karan, how are
Hello,
you doing?
Good afternoon, Father.
Hi, God bless you. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm okay. What's your question?
I would like to ask, could you, if you know, I searched up a monastery and I couldn't ask, they wouldn't pick up the call, but I want to ask if you could find out in some way if they're like true Orthodox or not.
What's the name of the monastery?
Just one sec, I gotta pull it up real quick.
Sure.
All right, just give me 1 second.
No problem.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
It's Saint Cosmos.
St. Cosmos.
Oh, sorry for interrupting. I just want I saw you on stream and I couldn't miss this chance.
No, it's fine. St. Cosmos, and what's the rest of it?
Aatlos.
Aetolios.
Yeah, Aetolios.
Greek Orthodox Monastery in
Yep,
Bolton.
that's the one.
That is. Now that one, I believe, that's Greek Archdiocese. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Hold on.
Is that like a place?
What?
Okay.
Yeah, it just started.
Is that like a?
That just started
Hello,
blasting music at me. That website.
Okay.
Let me take a look. I'm pretty sure that is Greek Archdiocese. I think there are Greek monasteries. Where is that? This is Bolton, Ontario. How far is that from, say, like Toronto?
That is about, like, I'd say an hour.
Let me see what I can find. I'm going to try the Hotko website, and then I'm going to try the Macarian Synod website. Because there's definitely options. Okay, so let's go to Metropolis of Toronto, Ontario. I mean, there's a few churches to go to, but not a monastery proper. Not on this.
Not a legit one.
Well, the one that you're looking at is Greek Archdiocese. They're New Calendarus.
Okay, I had a feeling.
Yeah,
it was too good to be true.
Yeah, I would probably reach out to either of the true Orthodox metropolises of Toronto, either St. Nectarius Cathedral. That one's in Toronto itself.
Just give me 1 second. Saint Nick. What would the church name be called?
Well, if you go to hotca.org.
Okay, wait. Let me just write this down real quick. Just give me 1 second.
The other one, give me a moment.
Okay, yeah, could you say it?
hotca.org is one, and then there's the other one, which is the Macarian Synod, which I am trying to find the website for. Hold on. Oh, this is bad. My list of stuff. Benedicite. Yeah, Brahmagata says go to see Bishop Moses, St. Nectarios. Yeah, I think we can leave that today. Benedicite, Father Boniface. Yeah. So that would be my recommendation for. I mean, there is our monastery, but in as well, that's a small monastery. Are you looking for a parish? Because there's a lot of true Orthodox parishes in your area. Or are you looking to become a monastic?
No, no. I just wanted to be joined into the church.
God bless you.
For now.
Yeah, no problem.
Take the Eucharist and baptize and stuff. into the
Yeah, there's a lot of churches that can do that near you.
But like, which ones? Just to repeat them one more time.
All right, give me just a moment. Hold on.
You said Saint Nicotarius, or
Saint Nicotarius Cathedral is there. Let me see here. Also, if you go to GOC Toronto, oh, wait a second. Hold on. Give me a second. I might be wrong here. You know what? No, I'm not wrong. St. Cosmas Aetolius, there is a St. Cosmas Aetolius Greek Orthodox Church, which is under Metropolitan Makarios. But it's not a monastery, it's a church.
I just thought, like, I don't know the difference between like, I thought you can just go there and get baptized or whatever.
All right, let me explain. A monastery is where monks live. While they do baptisms and they do services, etc., generally that's where monastics live. They're celibate. They live the angelic life. It's the best place to go if you can, but it's not a regular parish. A regular parish with people and stuff, there's a lot of them in your area. There is a St. Cosmas Aetolius Greek Orthodox Church, which is under the Macarian Synod and Metropolitan Macarius of Toronto. There, so you have Metropolitan Moses of Toronto and Metropolitan Macarius of Toronto, and they have a variety of churches in the Ontario area. So I would suggest, just typing in GOC Toronto, True Orthodox Toronto, True Orthodox Ontario, Genuine Orthodox Ontario, you'll find a lot of churches.
Is it because when I search it up, it doesn't show up in any of the recommendations. I searched up the Saint Cosmos,
right?
The church. It only comes up the monastery. It doesn't even show up any of the other.
Yeah, you have to always go past the recommendations. The recommendations are usually done by AI, so they can be, unfortunately, they can be skewed. But do you use Facebook?
I don't use Facebook.
Okay, because they do have a pretty big page on Facebook.
Okay, I'll try to check this because I did get and you said the name of the bishop, right?
Right.
Or
yeah.
Saint Nicotarius, so I'll just try to figure it out. Thank you for the help.
No problem. Glad to help. All right.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Let me get back to this video. I will make an obligatory message, however, as usual. I always say NFTU needs your help. I'm trying something different. Here's the reality I'm in. I'm targeting $201 for the water and the phone bill and to help someone out. Whatever you can do to help, we really do appreciate it. Even if it's a super chat, that just means it gives me a little to work with on the credit card, so that's fine too. But let's get back to this so you can see just why I titled this video the way I did.
So you would say that we're heretics because
dogmatic teachings.
I'm sorry, what?
On false dogmatic teachings, yeah. Like, for example, like you brought up the Augustine in the 4th century, the Filioque. I would disagree with the provenance of a lot of those supposedly pro-Filioque passages. Many of them have been interpolated. And I don't, when you look at the actual text of Toledo 589, you don't find what you think you're going to find. Really, I would say the origin of the Filioque is really 9th to 11th century. So I would say it's much closer to the time of the Great Schism, which happens at the exact same time as the Gregorian Reform, which basically forms the basis of modern Roman Catholicism today.
Okay, so when the Council of Constantinople was held in 381, were they in communion with Rome?
The Council, no. Okay. If I remember, wasn't that the council that Rome they had to ratify later? Right.
When was it ratified?
Well, no, Rome had to ratify. The rest of the church accepted it at 381. Whether Rome accepted it or not is a secondary question.
Well, then how can it be ecumenical if Rome didn't ratify it?
You are presupposing an ecumenical council requires Rome's permission.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying an ecumenical means universal. Right. So it has to include Rome to be universal. Otherwise, it's a local council, which it was, and it didn't become ecumenical or universal until Chalcedon.
No, it became ecumenical because of the emperor's sanction, because he was over the ecumenate or the empire. So it wouldn't necessarily require all the patriarchates to ratify it at once, including Rome. The reasoning you have for ecumenical, again, is an assumption that it requires the Pope sanction.
Okay. What is an ecumenical council?
It's the council of the entire church in the Christian world.
Entire church. That's my point. So if you don't have the See of Rome, how is it ecumenical?
Well, I mean, yeah, but the point I'm trying to make with this is that if the entire majority of the church accepts it, if it's accepted through the empire, Rome's sanction would be required, which it did receive, but you can still treat it as ecumenical until Rome ratified it. So I don't know the exact date Rome ratified the Council of 381. There might have been 382 or 383, but the point is it's largely irrelevant in the grand scheme of things.
Okay, so at the Council of Constantinople, forget about all that. It doesn't really matter. The Council of Constantinople, I say y'all, but you added to the Nicene Creed and the Holy Spirit and then the 4 marks of the church, right?
Yeah.
One Holy Catholic and Apostolic. So
right, there was the second part of the creed.
Yeah, right. So at that time, what does one Holy Catholic and Apostolic mean at that council at that time?
That it's one, that it's holy, that it's Catholic, i.e. universal, and that it's apostolic, i.e. derived from the apostles.
Okay, so it's not a universal ecumenical council, and it's not recognized by Rome until Chalcedon.
Well, it's recognized by Rome well before Chalcedon.
Okay, well, whatever. Technicality.
A year later. That's a big difference. If Rome didn't recognize it until Chalcedon, you'd have a valid argument for questioning whether 381 was a valid ecumenical council.
It wasn't an ecumenical council. That's the point.
But it was
only ecumenical. It was only ecumenical once Rome recognized it and ratified it as ecumenical at Chalcedon.
And my point is, historically,
I like how he left Jay Dyer as a canonized saint on the screen all this time.
He's not right on that. It's actually that the council was recognized as ecumenical despite the opposition of the Pope, which changed within 1 or 2 years. They did recognize it as ecumenical. They weren't waiting for the Pope. It's just that simple.
Who recognized it as ecumenical? Are you talking about the East? Like they recognize it as ecumenical, even though
basically everyone except the Pope of Rome, including in the West.
Okay.
I mean, there's acts of the council. This stuff can be referenced. I'm not trying to just blow smoke.
Yeah. Anyways, I don't know.
Is that really what? I mean, is that what you guys really want to talk to me about? I mean,
cool.
I'm down for it.
What do you want to ask us anything, or because Jay Dyer is a canonized saint? If you can see, we have an Oriental Orthodox in here as well. Should we get him up here? Talk about Chalcedon.
Well, I have a debate on Chalcedon with somebody named Adam, Fanatic Coptic. Hopefully, by the end of this month, if I can find a neutral venue and moderator on the Council of Chalcedon. So yeah, I'm not. I know that I've been getting like little messages from random people like, "Can you tell us what you're thinking on Chalcedon?" No, I'm not going to reveal my strategy. But if you really want to do, I'll talk about some generalities if you'd like to.
Hold on. Sorry.
Would you like to be a neutral moderator for a debate?
Let me look up your channel here. It's NFTU, you said?
Yeah, I'm talking on a Catholic channel now because I was on an atheist channel kick, but they got threatening, so it got bad. So I'm back to talking with some Catholics. And you were live. The algorithm revealed you to me.
NFTU. Orthodox. How long have you been doing this?
Since 2016. I've actually been on YouTube for other things earlier, but yeah, since 2016 I've had a channel.
Who is that picture of? St. Polynos, or who is that?
That's my name. That's my patron saint. That's St. Joseph of Petrograd, who was murdered by the communists in 1943.
Oh, okay. Do you want to ask us anything?
Well, let me think here. Okay. I'll just ask my usual.
Nothing like obscure and just.
No, I'm going to ask my usual shtick. It's my usual spiel when I speak to heterodox. And what's your name again?
Mr. Heterodox.
No, like the first name, like John.
Well, dude, you just called us heterodox. Why
are you insulted? You don't think we're heretics?
Why would I ever call? And I would never, ever call anyone a heretic.
Never, really?
Yes.
Why not?
Because I want to save souls, and I want to do it in truth and love.
You want to tell them the truth? I mean, David Bentley Hart, for example, he's pretty famous in world orthodoxy, but he also believes in Origenism, rejects the Fifth Council of Constantinople. Okay. Dude, he's a heretic.
Let me tell you this, okay? This might sting a little bit. I'm just because we're talking truth here.
This might sting a little bit.
The problem with Eastern Orthodox evangelizing, even if that is a thing with you guys, is that there is no. I mean, where is it? You guys don't convert anyone because you guys are what to everybody. You don't even proselytize. You just.
Wait.
Hold on. You're just stuck in the first millennia.
Yeah.
And it's just, you don't want to expand. You don't want to convert anybody. So you just think everyone's going to hell.
Jerk.
And that's why you're stuck at 270,000 people.
No. Believe it or not.
270 million. Sorry, 270 million.
Yeah, I would actually say the numbers might even be exaggerated on both our ends. But anyway, the point is, yeah, I wasn't trying to upset you there.
I'm not upset. I'm just telling you that's why you guys aren't converting anyone. You don't call people heretics or heterodox. What is that going to do?
Identify them? All right, here. Let me ask you the question I ask everybody
on
the show.
Charity it means. You know what charity means?
I'm told.
How would you define charity? Just define it for me.
Love for God.
You can't use love in the definition.
Well, then I would argue, if you're asking me how to define love itself.
Sure. Yeah, the theological virtue of love.
I would say that it is a desire for one's soul to be ordered towards the good or towards God, and to wish that on others and bring others to that. And
you're going to do that by calling them heretics?
Is that going to, that if I'm serious about the truth, it shouldn't make a difference.
Thank you so much. I am putting that up on the screen. One moment. One moment. I did something wrong. John H., thank you. That's $10. That really does help. Some non-Romanian true Orthodox write off Metropolitan Glucaria of Romania as a pseudo-saint because of his prophecy that Antichrist would be born in 1982. Any thoughts? Yes, the exact wording, if I remember correctly, was 1980. It says, this will be the year of Antichrist. It does not say that the Antichrist will be born in 1982, but it could just mean that some event happened in 1982 that is bringing on the Antichrist. So that's my take on it. I believe Saint Glucaria is indeed a real saint, and I think they're misinterpreting what the dream was. But thank you again for the 10. I can add that to the banner, and that brings us down to 191. 191, everyone, to help pay the water and phone bill and help somebody out. It's kind of a personal matter for them, so I can't really talk too much about it, but I really do appreciate that. And so we are at 191, and let's get back to this guy having a meltdown.
You can't divorce love from truth. Don't you understand that? It's imprudent.
Well, love is truth, but the point is it loving to deny what a person is?
There's a distinction.
Okay, now you do realize that you're using that same 1960s model of love is like, don't say any hurty words, and that's led us to countless disasters, especially in your church. We can't be mean to people in same-sex marriages. We can't be mean to divorced people. No, so you're not being mean. You're being honest. Honesty is a good thing. I've never met any. I mean, you're really going hard on me for this, and I'm confused because to me, that's part of apologetics is nicely telling someone where they're wrong to hopefully lead them to where they'd be right.
Sure, if it's prudent and you do it in a loving way, and if they're receptive towards it, you don't just come on someone's channel and call people papists, heterodox, and heretics.
Okay. I don't think I use the term papist in this discussion, though I do use it often.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fine.
I heard it.
Well, that's fine. And look, if you want to call me an Eastern schismatic, I am not going to be offended by it.
See, I would never do that. So don't.
But why not? Don't project.
Don't project what you do onto me and then just like downplay it.
But you're doing the exact same thing by demanding that I don't use negative language. You're actually asking me to hold to your standard and say that's love because my way is not loving and not caring at all. And I don't think that's fair.
I mean, it is my channel.
No. But I understand that. I'm not talking about tone policing. What I'm simply saying is on my channel, I do every week. I talk with heterodox when they come on. And
I can't. I'm sorry. It's stupid.
Yeah, no, I get it. I think, we can acknowledge our clear differences, but you don't have to just immediately come and be like, yo, heretic, yo, schismatic, yo, this, yo, that.
Guys, if you take anything away